Hello loves, and welcome back to our Castle of Chaos. So I wanted to actually take you along on our nighttime routine. I have done Peyton's morning routine, and I did like my morning routine, how I take my vitamins and breakfast and things like that, and tidying up a little bit the other day. So I wanted to do our nighttime routine. So it is 5:10. We tend to eat dinner between 5 and 5:30. At least Peyton and I do. When David is home on Wednesdays and Thursdays, dinner could be anywhere from about 4:30 to about 6 o'clock, depending on what we're doing, things like that. So generally though, we try and eat around this time. So Peyton and I are having, I made some yellow rice, some garbanzo beans, and chicken. So we are about to eat our dinner. She has done some of her homework. She did some ABC Mouse, and now she's getting a little bit of screen time. She can watch YouTube while she eats, things like that. So she's getting that, and then we have a little more homework to finish before we kind of settle down for the night. So I will take you along on that process and how we do it. But first, we're gonna eat some dinner. Okay, so this is Peyton's dinner. She has her garbanzo beans. I cut up her chicken for her, and then I put her rice in a smaller bowl just because if it's on the plate, she'll make a huge mess with it. I give her a spoon. She eats it from here. She usually has seconds of rice. This is her favorite. The yellow rice that we do, she loves it. So let's go ahead and give this to her and see what she thinks. What do you think of dinner? Let me get you a spoon. It's what? Careful, it's hot.
Mouth on fire.
Here you go. Can you tell me about your bracelet?
This one is which one?
I don't remember what exactly the different stones are, but what's it for? You remember? For like protection and things like that. What's your favorite part of dinner? The rice, yeah, I thought so. Okay, so one thing I do with dinner time is I like to put things away as we're done with them. So, done with this knife, goes into my dishwasher. My dish I just rinsed off. I like to just put everything into the dishwasher as we're done with it. I rinse it off, I put it in. Sometimes I don't rinse it, depending on what we're having. In this case, there was a little bit left on my plate, so I just rinse off the sauce, toss it into the dishwasher, and then it's ready. That way, when I put Peyton to bed, I tend to fall asleep with her most nights. Some nights I stay up, but I will close the dishwasher, have it ready to go. I'll set it for a 2-hour delay and let it run later on at night. So I usually start putting her to bed around 7:30, which means it turns on around 9:30, and we don't hear it. David is a lot of times awake and watching a show or something, but the dishwasher then runs as we're settling down at night, going to bed, and everything is done and ready. And then my kitchen is clean, so that's definitely a tip I have for your nighttime routine, is honestly just to clean as you go and get it out of the way so you don't have 30 minutes of cleaning that you need to do and washing dishes after Peyton goes to bed or things like that. I like to just have it done, and when it's time for her to go to bed, if I choose to knock out and fall asleep with her, which 8 times out of 10 is what happens, I can just fall asleep and not feel guilty about it because I know my house is clean. So, tip for you. Okay, so this plate is for David because he works until about 7:30 he leaves, so sometimes he doesn't get home until after I put Peyton to bed, and as I've said, sometimes I fall asleep with her. So I make a plate for him, and then I put it right into the microwave, like so, and I will when he's comes home, he can just warm up his food. There's a food ready for him, and then I put whatever's left away. So whatever's in the rice cooker will stay in the rice cooker because this we will use tomorrow. And then I will put the last of the garbanzo beans and the chicken away. I'll actually probably pack up some of the rice, the garbanzo beans, the chicken, and there is 2 turkey patties left from today that I made him for lunch, and I'll pack them away now so that he has them for lunch tomorrow. So let's go ahead and do that.
Now that the kitchen is clean, it is homework time. So while Payne does her homework, I like to be readily available in the kitchen just in case she needs help. So I usually get her backpack ready. I like to prepare her snacks for the next day and just reorganize her backpack so it's ready for her the next morning and we're not rushing around to try and get it ready the next day. It's nice and simple and easy. And then once she is done with her homework, it is bath time. Now, bath time is her favorite time of the night. We use a little bit of Epsom salt, and then I also use a Dr. Teal's Epsom salt like foaming bubble bath that she likes just to make it a little more fun. She's got some bubbles, but it is a relaxing one, so it helps to calm her before bed, get her ready for sleep, all of those types of things. That way she is nice and ready to hop into bed and kind of settle down. Last step, I'm just going to put her blue folder. This has her homework into her bag, and then I go ahead and I place it in the laundry room by the door. That way we can just quickly grab it. Usually the last thing I have to add is her water bottle in the morning, which I keep in the fridge. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wipe down the counters since the dishes are done and ready to go. And that way in the morning when I get up, I have a nice clean kitchen to get up to. Now, I do like to make myself a cup of tea most nights before bed. So I use the Celestial brand. It's caffeine free, and I use the Sleepy Time tea. And then I'm also just cutting up a few tomatoes. David had asked to have some with his dinner, so I'm just going to leave them in the fridge so he can grab them when he warms up his food. I bring my tea into the bedroom and everybody is ready to go to sleep. So the last thing that we do at night is we sit down and we read a book. So this is a library book that Peyton brought home from school. She gets them once a week and she keeps them for a week. So usually the first night I will read the story to her. At this point we have read it a couple of times, so she is going to read the story. So I will just climb into bed and sit with her and she will read the story to me. And that way I can help her work on her reading skills and help her develop those skills. in a nice calm way. She's already relaxed. She's ready to sleep. As you can see, my dogs are also ready to go to bed. We all tend to wake up at the same time in the morning, right around 6:30. So everybody is awake early and everybody goes to bed early in this house. So I am just gonna drink my tea while she reads me a cute story about kittens. And then we are gonna head off to sleep. I'm gonna insert a little clip of her reading here so you can hear her. She's so cute.
Later, it can eat solid food. Kittens also need fresh water.
This is definitely my favorite part of the day. I look forward to this every night, and this is literally what we do every single night. We have developed this routine that calms us and gets us ready for the next day, and we're able to rest really well and get a good night's sleep. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our nighttime routine. I hope it gave you some ideas that you can implement with your family and kids for their nighttime routine or even your nighttime routine. So thank you again so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Have a great night, loves. Bye.